So you're thinking about moving to Charleston, but you want to be just a little bit away from all the action, but not too far. Let me introduce you to Moncks Corner. Moncks Corner used to be the kind of place where if you blinked, you'd miss it. But now it is one of the fastest growing areas outside of Charleston, and people are moving here in droves. Why? Well, let's just say that if Charleston is the fancy historic centerpiece of the Lowcountry, Moncks Corner is the laid back, kick your feet up on the porch cousin that knows all of the best fishing spots. But don't let that fool you. This place is changing fast, and if you don't know what's happening, you could miss out on some of the serious opportunities. And here's the kicker. While everyone's busy talking about Somerville and Mount Pleasant, Moncks Corner has been quietly transforming into a place where you can still find affordable homes, lakefront living, and enough southern charm to make a Charlestonian jealous. But is it all good? Is Moncks Corner really the perfect spot? Or are there some downsides that people just aren't talking about? Well, by the time we're done here, you'll have all of the details that you need. Plus, maybe just a few insider secrets that most people won't tell you. And trust me, you're going to want to stick around because later in the video, I'm spilling the tea on something that could completely change the way you see this town. I'm Deneen, your go-to concierge realtor here in Charleston, South Carolina, and the surrounding Lowcountry. As the Southern Living Yankee, I specialize in helping people just like you relocate to Charleston from out of state because I have been there and I've done it myself. I understand how exciting, but still overwhelming a big move can be. But that's why I'm here, to help you every step of the way. With my local insights and honest advice, I ensure your real estate journey is smooth and successful. If you're ready to make a move and you want a personalized, hands-on experience, you're in the right place. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and tap the notification bell to stay up to date on all things Charleston and Lowcountry living. I'd love to help you find your dream home together. All right, so let's talk Moncks Corner. First things first. This town has a history, and I don't mean the kind of history where you have to pretend to be interested while you're reading a plaque on the side of the road. I'm talking about real, fascinating history. We're talking way back to the 1700s when it was a trading post and it was a big deal for anyone making their way through the Lowcountry. And let's be real, for a long time, Moncks Corner wasn't exactly on anyone's must-visit list, unless you were passing through on your way to somewhere else. But that has changed, big time. People move here for the space, the small town feel, and oh yeah, the fact that you can still buy a house without having to sell an organ. But what's it actually like to live here? What's the commute like? The schools, the restaurants, the things to do? And most importantly, is Moncks Corner the right place for you? Well, that's exactly what we're going to get into. So let's start with what makes Moncks Corner different from every other suburb outside of Charleston. Because let's be honest, if you've looked at a map, you've probably seen all of those towns popping up and claim that they have that perfect mix of affordability, convenience, and charm. But here's where Moncks Corner stands out. Number one, the lake. Lake Moultrie is the absolute heart of this town. If you live here and you don't at least pretend to be into fishing or boating, people might look at you a little funny. The lake isn't just a body of water, it's a lifestyle. Whether you want to take the boat out, spend the day kayaking, or even just sit on your back porch and watch the sunset over the water, there's something about living near the lake that slows life down in the best way possible. Number two, the land. Moncks Corner still has that small town spread out feel. You're not crammed into neighborhoods where your neighbor can see what's for dinner just by looking out their window. If you want space, whether it's a big yard, some land for a few chickens, or even a mini farm, you can still find that here. And that's getting harder and harder to come by anywhere near Charleston. Number three, the vibe. Moncks Corner has that true Southern hospitality, small town charm that people love. It's not stuffy, it's not overly touristy, and it's not trying too hard to be anything other than what it is. You've got the local hardware store where people know your name, the small businesses that have been around forever, and the kind of community where if something happens, people actually show up to help. Now, I want to get real for a second. I could sit here and tell you that Moncks Corner is perfect. but that would be a lie. So let's talk about the good, the bad, and well, that depends on who you ask. First, the good. If you like the idea of living in a place where you can slow down, but you can still get to Charleston when you need to, Moncks Corner is a dream. The cost of living is lower than Mount Pleasant, Somerville, or Goose Creek, and you actually get more house for your money. The schools are solid, the crime rates are lower than in bigger cities, and there is a real sense of community. But now the not so great. The commute, it's not really winning any awards. If you have to drive into Charleston every day, you need to be prepared to spend some time in traffic. And while Moncks Corner has been growing like crazy, there are still some areas where development hasn't quite caught up yet. That means some roads that could use just a little extra love, some parts of town that feel maybe a little stuck in time, and depending on where you live, you might have to drive a bit further for shopping and any real dining options. Okay, speaking of dining, let's talk about that, because while Moncks Corner does have some great local spots, hello Music Man Barbecue, this is not Charleston when it comes to food. You're not getting a new trendy brunch spot on every corner. If you want more variety, you're probably going to be heading into Somerville or North Charleston. Now, here's the part that you've been waiting for. What's next for Moncks Corner? Because trust me, this town is not slowing down anytime soon. Development is happening fast. New neighborhoods are popping up, more businesses are moving in, and if you're thinking about buying, now is the perfect time. Prices are going up, and while Moncks Corner is still affordable compared to other parts of Charleston, that won't last forever. But here's something that a lot of people don't know. There are plans for even more commercial growth, and with that, we could see big improvements in infrastructure, schools, and even more things to do. I mean, we already have a Chick-fil-A and a Starbucks, with so much more on the way. But what does this mean for people who already live here, or maybe the ones that are thinking about moving here? Well, it means if you're looking for a place that's got small town charm, but big potential, Moncks Corner is a solid bet. But it also means that you want to get in while prices are still reasonable. You probably don't want to wait too long. So is Moncks Corner right for you? Well, that depends. If you want hustle and bustle, restaurants on every corner, and zero commute time, probably not. But if you want space, a sense of community, and the kind of place where life moves just a little bit slower, but still room to grow, then this just might be the perfect spot. And if you're thinking about making the move and you want to talk more about neighborhoods, homes, or what's happening next in Moncks Corner, you know where to find me. And hey, remember at the beginning when I said that I would spill the tea on something that could change the way you see Moncks Corner? Well, here it is. This town isn't just growing, it's on the verge of becoming one of the most sought after places in the Charleston area. So if you're waiting for the right time to check it out, I'd say that time is right now. I'm Deneen, your go-to concierge realtor here in Charleston, South Carolina, and the surrounding Lowcountry. As the Southern Living Yankee, I love helping people just like you relocate to Charleston from out of state because I've been there and I've done it myself. I understand how exciting but still overwhelming a big move can be, but that's why I'm here, to help you every step of the way. With my local insights and honest advice, I ensure your real estate journey is smooth and successful. If you're ready to make a move and you want a personalized, hands-on experience, you're in the right place. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and tap the notification bell so you can stay up to date on all things Charleston and the rest of the Lowcountry. I'd love to help you find your dream home together. Thank you so much for joining me. So long for today.